Okay, well, that was productive. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Brickfeed Podcast, episode 108. I'm LJ.
I'm Messa. Oh,
I'm the extra.
Y'all messed it up. And I'm Haley.
listen, every podcast I go before X.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, but I forgot.
Oh my god.
First of all,
Yeah.
yes, you should have spoke up if you were so insistent on being second.
That was weird.
I gave you guys the name
never
order.
been second.
I wasn't insistent. Instinct took over.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird if I was second. I've never.
Also,
been
I was distracted by your "that was productive" comment. You're the host.
so-
Make the intro.
So,
What do you mean productive? Like,
placing
were we
blame.
supposed to do something there? Did
No,
we miss-
no, that was on me. Ish on me. What happened was the music played twice. Like,
What happened was
I played the music, and then it went all the way to the end, and it jumped back to the beginning. And I don't know why.
That's weird.
Yeah. I've been having audio issues and technological issues all week, and that reminds me, this episode of the Brickfeed Podcast is brought to you by our friend AT, who is an absolute legend and is the reason why you were able to hear the music at all today, because he was kind enough to take the time to help me figure out what the issues were, and it's thanks to him that we're able to do that now today. So, thank you, AT. He is absolutely fantastic.
Can we get 50 likes for AT?
Yes, let's
Yes,
get
please.
50
50
likes
likes
for
for
it.
AT!
Smash that like button for a boy AT. You know, we got it. You know, he needs those likes. Otherwise, you know, we don't know what'll happen. So you gotta
Something
gotta do it.
unfortunate will happen. Give the likes.
For AT.
Yes.
Yeah, do it
for him.
for AT.
Only
Yeah.
AT.
All right.
Only AT.
So,
Well,
let's go
how's
ahead.
everyone's 3 weeks been?
Thank you, Messa. Thank you. They've been peachy as grapes.
It's been 3 weeks since the last Brickfeed. And yeah, reason for that is because there really hasn't been much Lego news of interest. It's just kind of been stockpiling. We're in that bit of a lull where we're waiting for the Lego Movie 2, and the new sets have come out. So for a few months, there probably isn't going to be a lot until we get summer set pictures. But you know, there have been some new acquisitions in the last few weeks. LJ, ask the $1 million question.
I was going to until you stole the show. You took the wind out of my sails, my proverbial host sails. So, guys,
XD.
have you gotten or built anything since the last time we did Brickfeed?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, for the first time in like a year,
What?
I have not one, but two, not three. No, I botched it already.
Whoa.
Not one, not two, not three, but 4 Lego sets.
Whoa!
Yay!
Well.
Whole Lego sets, huh? What are those? You know, can you?
Eldon, what are you doing?
No, I'm trying to regain my composure. The composure that you took from me. So tell us,
Gotta be
Messa.
faster, man. Gotta be quick on the draw, dude.
Okay, so quick on the draw. Let's get into the news. Today we're going to be talking about.
And thank you for joining us on this week's Brickfeed. Have a good week.
Oh yeah.
Bye, everyone.
All right, Messa, what
Was
did you
that
get?
in it? Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Quick on the
one of
draw.
the sets I got was one I bought for myself. The other 3 were actually gifts from you. Thank you, LJ.
You're welcome, Messa.
It was much
Oh.
appreciated. Late Christmas gifts. I'll talk about the one I got myself first, because it's kind of lame. It's the Ninjago Legacy Golden Dragon, which includes the Overlord. I'm going to send a picture of it to the patrons, just to, you know...
Is that
illustrate.
the really, really small one?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, like, crazy small. It's pretty decently built for its price bracket. It's just kind of...
Put it in the wrong chat.
Wrong
Did I?
chat.
Yeah.
You put
Yeah.
it in
Oh,
the
I
chat.
mean, technically...
Okay, don't
No.
make me
Oh my God.
verbally slap you.
Don't pull
Don't
that
say the
one.
word technically in front of LJ.
Technically, it is a Ninjago set. But, you know, it's a cool little dragon. I've never actually got a Ninjago dragon before. This is my first one.
You spoiled
Right.
the other sets that you got in that picture.
Yeah, wait. Yes, you have gotten a Ninjago dragon before.
It's okay. Oh yeah, sorry, Wu's dragon. Well, Wu's dragon is like it's like a
really
Chinese
nice
dragon kind of thing. It was really cool,
You got something against.
but it was
Chinese
also very
dragons?
unique. It was very unique from the rest of Ninjago's dragons. It didn't really have a template that it was based off of. It kind of did its own thing. This dragon, I think they've made a few like it using the Mixel joints. I think Cole had a dumb bootleg dragon back in Skybound. Am I right, Haley?
Excuse me. Yes, he
That
did.
was pretty
It's an
similar.
Adorable dragon.
A small bootleg dragon, you know. So this one I think is slightly better than that. It actually does look like the golden dragon, except I don't know. There's one thing I don't really like about it, and that is the feet. He's really difficult to pose because the feet are built like this, and if you can't see the problem with that, they have like a slope to them to where he'll constantly fall back and his feet will go up in the air because they're very unstable. So you kind of have to precariously balance the toes with that kind of flat structure to even get him to stand up. And he'll constantly keep like falling down if you try to move him around, unless he's just like perfectly posed. I've got him finally in a place where he looks decent, and I haven't messed with him in days, just because I'm too irritated to try to get it back again. But you know, otherwise he's alright. He has some good detail to him. The minifigures are awesome, particularly my favorite. It's your boy Overlord, who is a weird amalgam of his prior forms, as has been discussed. And he looks really cool, except he's also very unstable, and he's very top-heavy, and he'll constantly fall flat in his face because his weapon is so huge he can barely stand.
What do you mean amalgam, by the way?
So the Overlord in Ninjago was a villain for 2 years. The first time
So
he
he's
showed
not
up, he's not Garmadon. He's another dude entirely. Though
He
there
looks-
was... He first appeared as a floating purple-pink orb of energy that he later possessed Garmadon's body and turned into this creepy werewolf-looking creature.
Huh.
Then he became a dragon, and then the
Huh.
next year he showed up and had like a golden ribcage around him. Like, here's the Overlord's first minifigure that I just posted.
You're killing me.
There,
Huh.
you don't have to put these in the video.
Too late.
I'm just showing these to X. That's the Dragon Overlord, and here is the four-armed Overlord. So what they did is they took his four-armed body of him possessing Garmadon, and they fused it with the Overlord wearing the golden armor to create this minifigure.
Huh. I like
I-
that.
It's really cool, and it's really creative, and the minifigure is excellent. It just doesn't make any sense to me in a way that's supposed to be celebrating Ninjago's past by having a version of the character that has never appeared in Ninjago's past. I disagree with it on a fundamental level, but I don't really care. It's not a big deal. I'm glad I have the minifigure. And overall, the set is good. It's worth it's easily worth $20 from like a price per part ratio. If you like if you want an Ninjago Dragon, but you don't feel like spending, the $85 it'll take to get the Ultra Dragon, it's worth looking into. Just maybe figure out a different solution for his feet. That's what I'll say.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Oh, no, go ahead, X.
I saw that set in the store, and I really like that the boxes for a lot of these sets aren't like comically oversized. They're actually like really small, and I actually quite like that because it looked like this really like finicky table little set that you could buy, and I was eyeing that like Golden Dragon because it was like, it's actually not that expensive. You get a whole dragon,
Yeah, it
So
looks
I'm actually.
pretty cool.
I might actually like get this set. You've kind of like is the head is it rubber or is it just hard plastic?
No, it's hard plastic. It's very similar in aesthetic to the old Ninjago heads, but it is hard plastic, and it's much smaller to allow for a stud shooter instead of the old Zamor launchers.
Yeah. Neat.
So it's pretty
I
cool.
like
This set's all about the Mixel joints. They've kind of downscaled from regular ball joints.
I think that is cool though. I like that.
The next set...
Oh, wait.
What?
Before you do that, the set in question, for anyone interested in looking it up, is set number 70666, the Golden Dragon. All right, go ahead.
I forgot you did this. Okay.
It's important.
It's not important.
It is.
It is.
The next one is set number blah, 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 Polar Igloo from Minecraft.
I'll take care of that later.
So this set is, as if it can't be easily told, it's an igloo. And it's a really cool igloo because the top can actually lift off.
He's so adorable.
Do you have pictures of that?
I did not
No.
take pictures of that.
Oh, that sounded so cool. I wanted to see.
Look at
This
the
up.
polar bears. They're so cute.
This
I like
is
the polar bear.
this is actually a set I also have because for anyone unaware, which would be the majority of people, Mess and I exchange gifts, and he got this for me. And at first I was going, well, fudge, because it's kind of a tradition I've built up over the years where I get him the snow Minecraft sets so he can, because he loves the biome, the snow biome. And this is legitimately, I can vouch for this one. This is an excellent set.
Yeah. I'm very pleased with it. It might be my favorite of the snow sets that I own, even though it doesn't have a snow golem, which is my favorite thing. It's just really cool. The functionality for lifting off the top of the igloo is really nice. It's not obtrusive at all. It works aesthetically, does not get in the way. I'm very, very happy. The little bit of water and the fishing with, the fish, the wither skeleton, the little flick fire missile trap, it all comes together nicely. The only thing that's kind of weird, is that not a wither
No,
skeleton?
no, it is not.
Oh, okay.
That is not
What
a
is
mob that I believe you have encountered.
You would be correct. All right, well, it's some kind of skeleton that I haven't
go
fought
ahead
in
and get
my...
the name.
The only weird thing about it is the polar bears have a function to where they can rear up on their hind legs, and it looks a little unsightly. The big one does, at least. Because
Oh,
there's
you're
like
so cute.
small one looks really cute. Big one looks a little weird. I could have done without that functionality, or at the very least, if you're going to have it, get rid of the blue pin. That's that's the real bad part.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if they though. I think they might be in white in the old R2D set, but they're like super expensive. But it's just it's really weird though. I really wish they would stray away from the blue pins, but that's that's a whole big can of worms we're not opening today.
Just saying.
No.
I've done that many a time. And for the record, the mob in question is known as a stray. It is a skeleton variant, but it is classified as its own mob.
All right.
Oh, so are they anything special, or are they just like they're just skeletons with a bit of clothing because it's cold?
I'm not exactly sure. I believe that might be the case because they do traditionally spawn in snowy terrain. So that might just be why that is. Because like they have different mobs for different biomes now. Like you'll have desert zombies, you'll have snow skeletons, you'll have drowned zombies, so zombies that are underwater and chuck tridents at you. So they've really expanded the repertoire of mobs.
Oh, that's good. A lot more content for them to make sets of as well, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm very pleased about that set. I think that if you're looking for an ice Minecraft set, definitely get this one. It's just a really nice little package.
You may want to look into that soon because this is from 2018's catalog, so as new sets are being brought in, it is going to be discontinued. And for the record, that is set number 21142, the Polar Igloo.
Next up, because LJ is an amazing friend that only ever gets me things that I enjoy and that make me happy as a person, he decided to get me the freaking Nightmare Before Christmas brickheads.
Now, there is an
Because he's a legendary person. Now, he counterbalanced this grievous sin by building me a Meso brickhead, which I find to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm beyond happy about that. Enough so that I forgive you for your crime against humanity.
Good to know. Good to know.
So what's the set number for the Meso brickhead, LJ?
Oh, it's 1110.
Nice.
Wait, these are
You didn't think I'd have one for
like-
that, huh?
this is
Well
like
done.
2 or 3 sets though, because like the brickhead you don't get with the skeleton guy, right?
No, it's a 2-pack.
Yeah, you get the
Oh.
Jack Skellington brickhead with the Sally brickhead.
Yeah, but the meso head though.
That's
That's-
custom. That is actually
Yeah.
made almost
But is that
entirely.
new? I
So,
haven't seen it.
It's from Go Brick Me.
yeah, that
Yeah, I
is-
know, but like, you having it and you made that. I haven't seen it before. Have you made that? Is that
He kept
old?
it a secret to
Yeah.
give me as a gift.
I did not tell.
Oh,
I didn't tell anyone about it. So, no, I kept it pretty much secret from everyone until it was done, which I only managed to finish recently.
Yep.
Wait, you made Meso Head for Meso?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Aww.
And that's not the only thing he did.
Oh,
Yes.
Also
I thought
made
that-
one for me too.
Yes.
Yes.
It looks great. It's so good.
So,
So
hey,
great.
LJ, you're so nice.
Elge is good guy. Can vouch.
Haley was
Aw.
kind enough to send something to me as well, which I haven't shown off yet, but I plan on it. And so I figured I initially wanted to make a brickhead for me because the Go Brick Me set can make 2, but it wasn't working out. I didn't have the right pieces. It was driving me bonkers. So I figured, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna scrap mine. Make one for both Meso and Haley. Meso's was already pre-made, and I figured, you know what? Make one for Haley, so now they both have one.
A worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, nah, I'm not too beat up about it.
You
So
did
what were
good.
your crimes against humanity, though?
I'm just memeing. Yeah, I don't know if you listened to the podcast where I flipped my proverbial lid over Jack Skellington's brickhead being a piece of plastic garbage, but all in all, actually having it in person, my opinions haven't changed whatsoever, but Sally is good. Sally is very good. I can say
You
that
don't-
Sally is
You
practically
don't
perfect.
like Jack Skellington?
I do not like Jack Skellington.
He hates
But you
the
love
Nightmare Before.
skeletons!
I do love skeletons. That's the problem.
He's a
loves-
skeleton
He
guy!
loves Jack
Why
Skellington
don't
in
you
the
love
movie.
him, Meso?
I detest the interpretation of the brickhead.
Why?
Because when you think Jack Skellington, the first
Yeah?
thought that comes to my mind is not stone-faced, I want to die, why am I here, boring, just no smile.
He's a brickhead. He's
think-
part of license theme. He's the end of creativity. Of course he's not really happy. It's just... Don't make me go Mickey Mouse again. Come on, man.
Dude, they could have given him a smile. I've already seen a concept of it made. It can be done. It wouldn't be able to be a big smile because it's a 1x4 plate, but they could have given him a slight smirk. Instead, they give him the flat mouth, and that irritates me beyond comprehension.
But it's about the art style. They all need to look bland and like they don't want to exist. That's that's the brickhead. Thing.
No. I reject it. Additionally, he has no nose. Also, additionally, Jack's whole thing is that he's super tall, but he's the exact same size as the other brickheads. So, all in all, they completely botched everything about his design. Oh yeah, and he also has the weird studs on his head, which break up the skeleton motif. I'm gonna either switch that out with a 4x4 flat tile, or give him the same kind of rounded head that the sides of his head have, to make it like a full circle. Just because skeletons don't look like this. Magic Ninja just says that brickhead reminds me of Sackboy. You're
It
completely
does.
right.
Same.
You're 100% right.
I have
You
no idea
get
what that is.
20 viewer points for that because that is
Except
Oh gosh.
when I look up Sackboy, he's freaking smiling.
well, in that picture, I mean, if you see the levels they go through, he can also do the opposite of smiling. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff that goes down. So that is a possibility as well. It's just a good picture.
Either way, overall, I'm very happy. Sally is perfect, and Jack can be salvaged, and I will make it my pet project to make him epic. And I thank you, LJ, because I never would have bought the set, honestly.
I was banking on that.
I have it.
I was hoping. I mean, my biggest concern, and this is really something I should have actually, gone through the process of doing, was I was worried Haley was going to get it for you. And I needed to collaborate with her and say, hey, don't. But
Yeah.
it worked out.
Yeah.
Did you
Worked out.
consider it?
Me? No.
Yeah, you. Okay.
I didn't
Thank-
want to upset you, so.
Oh, thank goodness. See, I have no concern about doing that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
So,
it did not upset me. It was a great thing. It was fun to build.
perfect.
Maybe I should have gotten it for you.
Maybe.
All right.
There's another thing. One last thing.
Oh, wait. Another set or about these guys?
The last set.
Oh, okay. In that case, before you do that,
There's one more.
Jack Skellington and Sally at set number 41630. Jack Skellington and Sally. And then the Meso brickhead was made using the majority of the pieces from set number 41597, Go Brick Me. However, I did have to make some additional purchases off of Bricklink. Go ahead, Meso.
All right. The last set, and in my opinion, the best of the bunch, is whatever the heck this dude is called. Minecraft Big Fig Skeleton Guy, a.k.a. Construction, what we have now. What we've been reduced to.
I'm guessing they're a lot smaller than you'd think.
They are.
But it looks really neat.
They are almost exactly twice as tall as a brickhead. I'd say maybe like a little less than twice, but generally speaking, around that size. He was beyond fun to build. He was really cool. Just a complete breath of fresh air in every regard. He can't really do a lot because posability is very limited. He has like a waist articulation kind of a thing, but it's on a hinge joint. And then the top of his legs right at the hip can move, but they're also on a hinge joint. The neck and shoulders, however, are on free roam ball joints, and he can achieve a lot of poses with just that. Yes, he is, Haley. He's judging into your soul. You can like have him hold his arms up like he's, jumping for joy. You can have the arms moved like he's running. You can have him aim the bow and put the other hand, to like he's shooting the bow. And you can swivel the head fully. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. And, you can figure out something to where he's running if you take him off the base plate. I can't express how fun this dude was to build. But again, I fully acknowledge this template might get old over time.
It might get a bit blocky.
Yeah! Like, the human characters have even less posability than this because they're fully locked onto a swivel, even when they have ball joints. They, can't really move. At least this dude can rotate his shoulders fully. Backwards, forwards, and all around. So there's not really a lot of potential here past this initial template. I'm curious if they evolve it or just do a bunch of skins for people. But either way, pick at least one of these up. I make no claims to collect them all because you might start to hate the formula. But at least get this dude or get one of the human characters because it's just a fun experiment. I don't know why I like it so much. I just do. And, when I looked at my collection of skeletons here in front of me, I was like, I wonder what would happen if I switched things up a bit. Also the magma cube, I forgot to talk about that. He's really awesome. So what I did was
do the ting, the magma cube?
He does.
Ooh.
It's a bit of a lesser version than the Nether Railway one. It's a different size, but it does a similar function, and it's really cool. They didn't have to put him in here, but they did, and it adds a lot. Now, I decided to do a little bit of skeleton surgery, and I created what might be my favorite picture that I've taken recently with two of my new favorite people. I haven't come up with names for them yet, but I'm open to suggestions. Behold, everyone, my magnum opus.
Dude, you did a face swap, but without the app! That's so perfect!
LJ made the great observation that it's like the skeleton from Minecraft was going to homecoming and has put on a suit and he's like super fat and chubby and looks like he wants to die.
Dude, I love the brickhead guy. He looks so chill, dude. He's like, yo, I'm just a Minecraft brickhead mutant, just doing my own thing, Don't worry about me, champ, I just living my life.
He looks so much better. And then the freaking Jack Skellington faced Minecraft the guy is so unsettling. I just every time I look at him I want to die.
I spoke too soon when he said he was looking into my soul because that one's a little worse.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to eye contact with them.
They look like a duo from a cartoon of some sort. They look like they have so much
character.
Gosh,
purple! Purple needs to do
I love this.
Okay, I was afraid.
So I'm very.
Oh my god!
I'm very pleased by this.
Wait a second.
All in all,
I know what this is. It's It's Sans and the other guy.
Oh dear God! Call me Sans one more time.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I haven't played it.
Either way, thank you, LJ. I greatly appreciate this. This was a fun adventure.
Yeah, no problem. Merry birthday, Christmas. Oh wait, no, it's just Merry Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. I am done. Final recommendations. Everything is worth purchasing. Yeah, there are flaws with all of them, obviously, but I think they're all neat and not overpriced and very worth the money that you would spend for the value you get, especially the Meso Brickhead. And LJ, what's the that number?
All right, it's 21150 Minecraft Skeleton Big Fig with Magma Cube. So a bit of a mouthful, but there you go.
All right. Haley, you got some sets too.
I did. Well, if you say the last time that I've been on Brickfeed, I've gotten quite a few. But I'm not going to do the ones way back then because I don't even know which ones they are. Huh. But recently, for the new Legacy Wave, I did get the Lloyd versus Garmadon spinners because I think that just is something cool to get. Cole wasn't there, which made me really sad. I'll have to track him down.
I don't know why.
But I don't know why. It's like he's not important or something.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But
roasted.
I also my poor wallet. I also got the Monastery of Spinjitzu because
which I find hilarious
gorgeous.
for a number of reasons, and I need to give you some grief about it.
Oh
Number one, you have no space.
I have no
space.
space.
Put it.
I mean, I have space. I'll just have to clean to make space, but that's extra work.
You have to take down the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. That's taking up all your space.
I'm just gonna move them around. I'm not gonna take it down. I
can't
built
wait.
that.
I can't wait to see where you put it. You have no room. Secondarily, you haven't built it yet, have you, Haley?
I have not built it. I also haven't built Firstborn.
Haley, how's Firstborn? Is it a really good computer desk?
I know. It's great. The box is just so pretty. I don't want to take it out of the boxes. The box is so pretty.
See, I can't. You and I are diametrically opposed. I go for a whole year without buying a Lego set, and when I do, it's a $20 dragon. You buy like a $60 dragon, don't build it, and then buy like a $90 monastery temple and a $20 spinner combo pack.
I still haven't built the dragon flyers either.
Wow!
I have a lot of work to do.
So you bought a lot, but you just haven't.
I have
built
a lot.
anything.
Yeah, I just haven't built anything yet.
Let's
I
build,
also bought
Haley, idea.
What?
Let's build a monastery when I come down in February.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because I've always
100%
said
agree.
The best part about having Lego for me is building it. Once I build it, I don't want it anymore. Like it just takes up space.
Let's do it. 100%.
Okay. All right.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Oh.
How's the box of the monastery, Haley? Out of 10, give me a number rating for the box.
I would say 9 because Zane's on the side. And I think the only reason why Zane is on the side is because he's the one responsible for it being burnt down in the first place. So they're gonna put all the blame on Zane, and so he gets on the box. So, but other than that, the box is great.
You're hurting.
Would you say it's a pretty boxy kind of box, or more?
Yeah, it's pretty square, or a little bit on the rectangular side. Pretty sturdy. Okay. Yeah, it hurts if it hits your head, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's got all the parts,
I mean, I can't see them. They're still in the box, so.
Yeah. Well, there might be gravel in it. You don't know until you
never know.
It. Yeah,
I could open it and it could be, I don't know, a whole bunch of instructions and no pieces.
But
I have to build a temple out of paper. That would be terrible.
That is true.
Cards.
There might just be instruction booklets.
Yeah, and then this isn't Lego, but it is Lego.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got the
Paradox.
I got the Sons of Garmadon DVD. It is out on DVD, everyone. It is at Target. It's online. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about it not being on Netflix. You can get on DVD. Remember what those are? DVDs. You put in a DVD player, and you can watch
PS4s can play DVDs. I didn't know.
There you go. Yeah.
I was very perplexed because I was walking through Target one day doing my restock because I work at Target. And I saw the big new movie release section, and there was like Incredibles 2, Christopher Robin, all these movies that had come out. And then right next to it, in the corner, was Ninjago Sons of Garmadon. And I was like, what? What is this? Why is this here?
That was the same place for.
They have since removed it from its front and center position and stuck it in a side corner aisle where no one ever goes and nothing ever sells. So.
Why?
Well,
though?
it got its
Why would
front
they
seat
ever
for
have
a
that?
second.
Why would they just
Got its
have
front seat
only
for a
places
second.
where they sell stuff?
Because it's difficult to put everything front and center. You need like actual aisles for
In order
stuff.
for it to be front
Oh.
and center, you have to have stuff around it.
Ah,
Exactly.
yes. Reality and its
Reality.
limitations. Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, that is. And then
Wonderful.
of course, Alja is a figure of me. So
Yeah.
that too.
Again,
Which is
feel-
awesome.
Both
I
of you
love it.
should feel free to modify them. They're not perfect, so if you feel you can make them better,
Yeah.
be my guest.
I mean, my only complaint is the glasses. Like, you included square glasses and round glasses, neither of which, because I have like oval glasses,
Oh,
so neither actually look.
The circle glasses are so cute.
Yeah, they're definitely the better of the two.
Mm.
So I will keep those.
And I might add the TTV logo on that sweatshirt. Who knows?
That's
Who
fair.
knows?
All right. In that case,
I love you.
X, did you get anything?
Oh, yeah, I did. I finally, the thing that I ordered before December came like a week ago or something. It was the Reinhardt and Diva set.
yes,
Nice. You
Oh,
know?
nice.
Yeah, I really, it would have been great to have it, in Christmas, But I finally diddly done got it, and
What do you think?
It was nice, I haven't actually watched the LJ review, so this is like a complete unbiased opinion, and that is that Reinhardt is posed exactly the way on the box for a very, very good reason. And that is because that area kind of looks a little bit, like it's just like the head, like it's supposed to have a minifig in it, but like that whole area with the minifigure, it's not as like smoothly integrated. But after so many years of watching different hard suits made on Flickr, I've gotten kind of biased towards when it comes to that. But like as a Lego set, in terms of the limitations they have with parts, and what the limitations they have with the postability and such, they have to make an actual set. They have to have the playability, etc. I think it's an incredibly good set. It's definitely up there with a lot of great sets that I've bought over the years, and I bought it because they look really great, and I wanted them on my shelf as like a collector's item. I didn't want to modify them or anything. I didn't have any issues with the stickers because I'm used to using all over the place because I make them myself from time to time.
Nicely
And
done.
so I honestly don't have that many complaints other than the Reinhardt little, I guess you could say cockpit kind of looks a little bit weird.
Mhm.
And and of course, like the hammer looks a bit lackluster, but in terms of how many, like you're getting both Reinhardt and Diva in one set, and there's no like extra stuff tacked on, like some little small part of scenery that's in Star Wars sets that just kind of add to the part count. Like it feels very complete, and that's something like doesn't feel anything is wasted when you buy this, and I feel like that's something that deserves a lot of credit. So I would say that it's an incredibly good set, but pretty much everyone said already that this is a very good set. Like the only major complaints I have with is the cockpit of Reinhardt, as well as the whole cockpit of Diva as well, because I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but like she's just kind of wiggling inside of there. She's just not getting it right. You're supposed to kind of like just swoop it
You
right
can-
in, and then it's supposed to be there.
You can make it so that she stays in one place. You just have to kind of squeeze her hands in between those two kind of gray blasters that make up the control sticks.
So she's just completely held in by friction.
Yes.
I mean, as like a feature in terms of like the source material, I think that's probably the best way of them doing it. But I just still think it's not that smooth that like you just like play around with it and she just wiggles around very easily.
I agree. Yeah.
It definitely could be better.
For
Yeah.
anyone unaware, I actually did do a review of Reinhardt and Diva. It's on the channel. Lego sent them to me. Disclaimer. But
I went through a struggle to get that out. Be proud.
yeah. But I actually
Was that a diss?
What? No. No, it wasn't.
You were like, yeah. I was saying legitimately. You worked really hard on that.
No, I did. Yeah, but for
Go
now,
on.
yeah, X, you might want to. No, I don't care if you watch the video or not. But on the back of Reinhardt, did you have the same grievance that I did with the thruster on the back?
The thruster in that, like, it's kind of loose. It kind of breaks off very easily.
No,
Is that what you're on about?
I didn't have that issue. It's too low.
Oh, the accuracy. Oh, I have not gone that in depth.
Okay, got it. You can take that entire
But, like-
contraption. You can just flip it upside down, and it's way better.
What do I flip upside down? I have it in my hands right now.
All right,
Like,
so
what
on the
do I
back
flip
there's the
upside down?
thruster, and then there are the two gray pieces that the saucer connects to. You
Yeah?
can take that off and you just flip it upside down.
Oh, and then it's like more accurate.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't. I know why they didn't do it. I just forgot why they didn't do it, and it's disappointing. So
Oh, I see.
I wish I
Yeah.
had tried to go about it another way because I don't like the back basically at all. I don't think it's good.
And also, I would like to say that I love the shoulder pad pieces. Like, I want to make a mech that just has one eye and has that as its head. Because they just, like, I didn't think they were going to be connected this way. So, like, that's what I'm going to try to do at some point. And Diva's minifigure is amazing. I have no complaints. I think it's amazing. I honestly think it's probably one of the best minifigures Lego has ever produced. I think it's
Die.
It is
yeah,
really
and that's
good.
quite a lot from a minifigure enthusiast. So take that as you will. Nothing but good thoughts.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. In that
That's it?
case, oh, that's it.
I have nothing to add. I'm done.
All right, great. In that instance, the set X got is set number 75973, Diva and Reinhardt. The other two sets that Haley got would be set number 70664, Spinjitzu Lloyd versus Garmadon, and set number 70670, Monastery of Spinjitzu.
Woo!
Okay, so with all that out of the way, X, I'm going to give the floor to you because we have a few sets that we need to discuss. Or was it one?
Oh.
From the comments.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Oh man. I know what set it is, but I need to find who got the comment. They need.
Oh, yes,
yeah, you
yes.
have the set, but like who made the comment itself?
Yeah.
That is very important. They deserve the recognition. It's very important, to have that community interaction. I am trying to talk like a bit slower than usual, just to stretch out the time for the page to load up, so I can.
Nicely done.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting
I'm very
tactic.
discreet when it comes to this stuff.
I can tell.
I'm very good with these tactics. I really.
Excellent stuff.
Very excellent.
Well, that's okay. While you look for that,
Okay, so viewer set spotlight, everyone, is come from this week from Sakota1, which is a great person. I love everything about this person. They have great taste in sets and just themes in general, because the viewers set spotlight that we have this week is none other than a good old Exo Force set, the 7713 Bridge Walker and White Lightning set. And this set, I actually have some nostalgic memories attached to it, because this is actually a set that I never got myself, but I saw it at a friend's house, or my neighbor's friend, who I just refer to as like the Exo Force guy, because he had basically everything in Exo Force. Like, he had the fortress, he got all the big thing. He got the big orange like tank Halo looking thing. He's got all the cool big things. One of the sets that I never got, but I just thought was so cool, was this, and he had that set, and immediately I just it's big, it's a mech, it's green, it has a lot of weapons on it. I was blown away just by the sheer size of this thing, at the time, but it did make me realize that a little white lightning part of the set, he is incredibly fragile. Like the things surrounding the cockpit, like the same pieces that you actually see on Diva, but this time here in white, is like only connected by like a very little. I don't even know what to call it, but like basically, if it bumped into anything, they would just fall right off. But otherwise, the big two-legged guy, you know, the bridge walker itself was. I didn't have any complaints, but then again, this is a memory from like, when did this thing come out? 2006.
Yep.
So man, that is like 13 years ago. So
Pretty much.
So my memories might be screwed, but yeah, Exoforce guys, do you like that?
Yes.
I mean, the big thing reminds me in stature only of Godunka. Like, when I look at how it's built, Godunka is the only thing that comes to mind, and that's
squat.
funny to me.
I can see that. I can't
the big
unsee
hips,
it now, though.
and, like, the big head and the arms.
Yeah.
It's only in stature. It looks like a cool thing. I question why one arm has giant guns and one arm has tiny guns.
Oh,
you would think it would be evenly distributed.
You poor thing. You weren't acquainted with Exoforce.
No, I was not.
Exercised on one side of his body.
Maybe. The mech up top has evenly sized guns. The mech on bottom is lopsided.
He has like an extra side gun. He had the disc launcher thing.
That's alright.
On the side
Extra
there.
guns is fun. Like, the guy has a blunt shooter on the right arm. That's an extra gun.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you think of it, you know, if he had the spring look in conjunction with the smaller.
You'd think that would even it out. Somewhere.
Yeah, that would even it out better, actually. You know, I've had no complaints about this set for the longest time.
And then Meso strolls
And then
along and
Meso
finds a
comes
nitpick.
And be like, nah, it not be like that sometimes. It's like,
Why do you have to do this, Mesa? Why do you
'Cause
really?
I'm
It's
a
okay.
legend.
It's important to stay critical of
Yes, LJ.
your
gosh.
your very own, like like the biggest hobby that you have, something that you keep very near to you, you know, because that keeps you from, I don't know, becoming a zombie of the brand.
Nothing is good in life. Everything sucks.
Okay.
That might be stretching it a bit too far. There are some good things, you know. Like I had a really good grilled cheese earlier today, even though that was a good thing, you know. But it's also very cold outside, so there.
Was it bacon grilled cheese, X?
No, it was actually just I just had cheddar and I had like some garlic pepper on it as well. But we're actually down to like not much cheese in the house at the moment. So I'm going to England to Leicester's to pick up some white aged cheddar to stock up on
all the way
that.
to England.
X,
Yeah, because
really,
that's where they have the. Go on.
I really want you to get into debate with Ven. Ven doesn't like cheddar. So one of these days.
But that's okay. Some people like different things. Everyone should have like their own preferences, because you know that you can be objective about a lot of things, but you know some things just come down to preference.
X,
And-
I hate Lego Star Wars, and no one should ever like it.
What?
Alright, this is a neat Exoforce set.
Yeah, like I do have to give it that this set has just like a very, like, it's a mech, but it has like a unique, I guess, stature, I guess. Like it's not just the two legs up and down and arms, you know,
It's got
it's unique.
a unique silhouette that stands out.
Yes! There you go. Thank you. English is hard.
Nah, it is.
But yeah, I like that a lot, and I think this was a great set to talk. Like, this is honestly one of my favorite things for Brickfeed at the moment, just hearing your guys' suggestions of just random set, because I honestly never know what's going to happen, like what's going to come up. And then you have sometimes jewels like these. I'm not biased, though. Like, don't just only post XO4 sets, though. Just post anything, you know. It doesn't matter. Like, we will discuss the set nonetheless, no matter the theme.
Yeah.
But I do have to say that I was a very big fan of Exoforce. Were you guys big fans of Exoforce?
I was.
I heard you just
I never bought a
found
single
it
set.
completely, Meso.
Yeah. Yeah. I think both Haley and I missed out on it completely.
What's Exoforce?
Oh
There you
my
go.
It's
gosh.
a force, but they added like the exo to it.
It's like Ninjago, but if there were even more mechs and if everyone had Kai's hair.
It's
you know that.
Oh yeah, the
No, no,
one
no,
guy
no.
from Sons of Garmadon.
That's a
the
very
Yeah.
that's a
weird
poor
one?
way of,
Exactly.
of
Okay.
explaining it. I mean, it might work for a Ninjago fan, but the best way to put it, it's Lego anime. That is the
Yeah,
simplest explanation. Like even down to the prints on the minifigures, and I'll show you.
Yeah, the minifigures are, like there's been some weird minifigure prints over the years. The biggest one is probably the Clone
yeah.
Wars, the Avatar, and then there's Exoforce. They have some
So
interesting prints.
this is the human minifigure from this set. It is a character. I kid you not. This is his name. It's Hayato. Hayato, and it's hyphenated twice. So it's Hayato. And this is his minifigure. So
I love it.
Exoforce was a crazy theme. I was super
eyes-
big. Like right after Bionicle was Exoforce. It was so cool, and I'm very glad that in the last wave they gave us the best mech to me, the Chameleon Hunter. It is so awesome. I love that one.
Let me
Well, I'm
guess.
happy.
Is that the one that had like the
Of course
little
it's
robot on the arm?
Yeah, they all had one. It's this one, and I don't.
Yeah,
want-
but like this, it was red and green color scheme. Oh, of course it's green.
Yeah, boy.
Of course it's green.
Not only is it green, not only is it my favorite shades of green, but it's called the Chameleon Hunter, and chameleons are my jam. They are so cool. Like, because they're cold-blooded.
He also had the Bionicle piece on him.
Yeah, he had a recolored Tahu sword, a Tahu Mata sword, and recolored Mantax pincers. So he had a lot of really cool Bionicle parts.
I love it.
So, but yeah, no, I think the set is really cool. The Bridgewalker versus White Lightning. It's a super interesting set. I wasn't too interested in getting it myself, but it looks really neat. It's excellent.
All
I
right.
love Exoforce.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. So thanks for your suggestion, and
Yes,
we'll
thank you.
hope to see more of it in the future.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Now, let us talk about things.
To do.
I think
think-
we've talked about things throughout this entire podcast.
Let's go with the simpler one first. Let's talk about the Rexcelsior.
Oh, okay.
What is the Rexcelsior?
So,
Rexcelsior.
Rexcelsior. All right, so the set we're going to be talking about, this was a reveal that happened over the 3 weeks time span, but this is very, very recent in relation to the recording of this episode. It is set number 70839, the Rexcelsior. The set contains approximately 1,826 pieces and is going to retail for roughly $140. Let me fact check that real quick. Yeah, $150 USD, and it is going to be available May 1st, 2019. Go for it, guys.
This was actually revealed in tandem with the London Toy Fair, which, for anyone who knows anything about LEGO reveals, is one of the 3 yearly LEGO reveal conventions that does not actually allow photography. Both the Nuremberg Toy Fair in Germany and the New York Toy Fair in New York both do allow photos. London does not. So technically, all of the summer LEGO sets were actually shown off at this restricted event for press only. But this set was released as a announcement alongside that. Presumably, it's going to be part of the summer wave of the LEGO Movie sets, which we know there's going to be. And this is probably my favorite set they've shown off so far, if I'm being completely honest. Because
That's
it's a giant fist rocket ship that you can actually wear on your fist as like a gauntlet. I don't know if you've seen that yet. I'll share a screenshot. This site where they had the reveal. I can't actually deep link any of the photos.
I
for
mean,
some
I got it. You're good.
odd reason. Oh, okay. Well, I got it anyway. There's the box. So you can actually wear it on your fist, and it actually does shoot. It says 6 rapid blasts, whatever that means. I don't know what kind of projectile it actually uses. Probably the big spring-loaded shooters, but it looks incredible. It looks so good. And to scale, there's even a tiny little house spaceship to really drive the point home.
Huh.
So yeah,
I first, it's cool in concept. It's a neat thing, and I understand the way they did it, but I'm not a big fan of things in that scale. I prefer consistency within my sets for them all to be within its own Lego world and everyone, minifigure scale. But nonetheless, the factor of it, like just being a big spaceship that's a giant fist, is immensely awesome. That is really cool. I love just because it's just one of those very simple, cool concepts that's just, and they just made it into a set. It does put like a bit of a, I don't know, like I'll be watching the Lego Movie 2 now, just kind of waiting for this thing to show up on screen, and I feel like that'd be a really neat reveal in the movie itself. So I'm a bit, I wish they wouldn't reveal it until after.
You want to
movies
see
actually
it?
come out.
I got a picture of it if you want to
it
see it.
was in the trailers too. You must notice.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Like
There you
the
go.
actual scale of it, because like this is honestly like scaled down and everything. But
Well, that's what it looks like in the movie.
that
is
is
super cool.
that is pretty cool. I do love this though, because like
Yeah.
it is everything I love. It's in space. It's a spaceship. It's sci-fi, and it's not gray. It has I really actually love dark blue and lime green as a color scheme. I've only like held back on buying any of the Lego sets until I buy the movie until I watch the movie itself, and then
call.
I'll decide. Yeah, because like it'll just be like, oh, I spent so much money on this set. Actually, after watching the movie, I actually really want that little cat
I feel
thing.
bad for the people who bought all the Lego Movie 1 sets before watching the movie. All those like transforming civilian vehicles. I bet they felt really great with their 2 seconds of screen time after the fact.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't want to do that by itself, but I do think this is an incredibly cool concept, and I just think that more out of the ordinary stuff like that. Like, we've never had something like that within Lego ever before. Like, you just have a giant fist. But this thing must be made incredibly durable for you to actually like, have it on your fist and like not wiggle it around, and then it just falls apart though. Like, there must be a lot of technique here and there to sort of like secure this thing. But I don't doubt this at all. With all the big Star Wars ships they've made over the years, they've gotten really, really good at making those incredibly durable. Durable is in reference to it like being held together really well. I am using that word correct, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Strong.
That's good. So I honestly, I like this set. It's just the first impression is just I won't buy it myself ever because I'm not a big fan of that scale. But I do think it's incredibly cool to have that this thing does exist. And if someone gave it to me, though, I would have it. I would straight up take it. Because I would love to have a giant spaceship fist. Just on my shelf. So I'll walk in.
RGB Gaming beat me to it, but I think this is like a test to see if they can make a Lego Infinity Gauntlet that you can wear.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I think that'd be super cool. I mean, they
Why
probably
would
have
that
this
not be
idea,
awesome?
but
Come on,
that
Meso.
would-
Instant
would be-
buy.
that's
Instant buy.
that's an instant buy.
Oh, I
I
thought
would
you were
totally like-
skeptical.
No, I'm not skeptical at all. That'd be perfect.
That'd
Would
I think
love-
they should
be a
totally do
lot
it.
of gold part.
That would get sold like that, like nothing. People would want to buy that to 100%. Build.
I
your
would
own
have to
Lego.
buy 3 for this inevitable secondhand market.
And they have the license. That's honestly perfect. You heard it here, Lego. You can give us royalties if you want, Or actually, it was some other guy in the chat. You can give the guy in the chat royalties, because he came up with that idea. But that's just like an amazing. And if you're listening, Lego people, you should do that. It'd
Please.
be really. And we like this
Before
set
it's
as
no
well.
longer cool.
Yeah.
Big
That would
thumbs
completely
up.
overshadow this one.
Yeah.
But still,
But-
I'm curious to see what the symbolism of this set will be in the movie. Like what this set will mean, because it's a hand, obviously, but what does that mean?
It's just because Rex Dangervest is cool action hero guy
Yeah.
who
But
punches
it's
things.
it's a hand. It could be like a Lego fist, but it's an actual hand. So is this
I'm sure they'll show a scene of Finn like wearing it.
probably? But it might. I don't know. It's like a fist, and it's like I don't know. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it.
I think it's more the fact that he is like Danger Best cool guy McGee, and it's just like, oh, my spaceship is just a giant fist because adventure and I'm cool and guns and stuff. I don't think there's any deeper meaning to that because the fist, like with your hand, it works in this exact scale, but the scale within the movie, that does not work. You see? You feel? You feel me? But there might be a deeper meaning as well. Like there's so much. There's a lot of tinfoil hat conspiracies going around about like the deeper meaning within this movie. So
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that.
I'm curious. Like I just need to see. Like I was gonna just watch it, just be like, oh, this is a new movie. But now I'm going towards like I have to watch it as soon as possible now, just to be like, oh, is it good or is this a disaster? I need to know. But I'm so cautiously optimistic. But I do want
Yeah,
people
that's a
to
ship name.
go and see the movie, though. Lego movies are cool, nonetheless.
Well,
visually.
we will get to that. That is coming up
LJ,
next.
do you have anything to...
Firstly, I will mention that the first person to point out its Infinity Gauntlet resemblance was actually Starbreaker in our chat.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Actually,
Alright,
Lego, if you give all the royalties to Starbreaker and then some of it to RGB, that would be great.
Please.
Now,
Please.
I mean, I don't
That's
have
Starbreaker.
a whole lot of thoughts. This looks outstanding. It seems incredibly well built. It looks as though we're getting a lot of nifty recolors. I believe that we're gonna get some with I think 3 of the dinosaurs at the very least. The thrusters are definitely recolors, the big blue cones, and I'm sure that there are more. I love the color scheme. I think it's an excellent color scheme. However, it gives me a bit of nervousness, given that I associate it primarily with Holly Mari from 2007.
Oh my god.
Because that's her color scheme, and so it just makes me fear its fragility. However, it looks outstanding. It looks really cool. I love the concept. I would love to see it adapted into an Infinity Gauntlet, but this itself looks great. Will I buy it? Probably not, because it's not really something I have a massively vested interest in. I don't have a danger vested interest in.
But
However, I can definitely see myself getting one of his other sets based on the color scheme. So, excellent
I've come
set.
around a lot on the Lego Movie 2 sets, actually seeing them in my day-to-day at Target all the time in my face. I think there's a greater variety than there was for the first movie. A lot of really cool ideas, everything from like the tricycle to the house ship, to the party bus looks really cool. General Mayhem's ship. There's a lot of cool options
Yeah.
for both types of build.
It's
The set with the banana guy in it.
That's a
set.
funny one.
the banana guy.
I very nearly bought
Keep
that, but
sleeping on your pillow.
if any of you are interested in getting a dissection of the other sets in this first wave for the Lego Movie 2, head on over to Brickfeed Podcast 105, where we spent 3.5 hours discussing the intricacies of all of these sets with set designers Nick and Neek, who have been on the podcast before, the TTV podcast before. But Nick Voss worked on a lot of these sets, and he goes into great detail discussing not only them, but some other ones that are exclusive to other countries. So, really cool stuff. A lot of fun.
And they're also incredibly cool guys.
They're
it's a very
so
cool
cool.
podcast.
They're so much fun to hang out with.
Love having them on.
Yeah. But yeah, alright.
All
Is that everything for that?
Pretty much.
Okay, so we're running a little long, so let's go ahead and get to the next part and get as many of your
Yes,
thoughts out as
Haley.
quickly as possible.
Ha! I'll try my hardest.
I'm more okay with cutting extra mock and letting her
Oh,
rant.
but dude, the extra mocks are... It's the best segment.
Gone. But I really
can
want to hear. I really want to hear rants though. I
Okay.
like that.
All right, I will leave it to you guys.
All right, go
All
for it.
right. So, Lego Movie 2. It is now. Yeah, let's start there. Lego Movie 2 is a thing. It is going to be released on February 8th. We all know this. The premiere is on February 4th.
The cast and crew premiere.
The cast and crew premiere. Yes, so critics and red carpet premiere. That's February 4th. It's going to happen in California. If you have tickets, good for you. You're very lucky, and I'm also very jealous.
Set designers saw it
Okay.
yesterday.
What is this though?
They're
Okay.
They are doing early showings for this movie in 2 days for the general audience. Like a week or two before they actually show it.
As a film goer, why is this a big deal?
This is bad because the internet exists. So spoilers are going to be everywhere, and only like a few select people have the ability to see it. Plus, people can record it, put it online, and then you can just watch the movie online. Don't even pay the bucks to go see it opening weekend. And if it's as bad as we think it is, box office that weekend is going to be terrible. No one's going to go see the movie. The general audience will say, "Don't see it. It will ruin the first movie. Just don't see it. Don't see it. Don't see it."
Essentially, this is different than a usual movie review cycle. Basically, is what you're getting at, because reviews come out and then the critics dictate, how good the movie is under a week before release. Now you're going to have 2 weeks of the court of public opinion, essentially roasting it or lauding it, and also spoiling it, and also pirating it.
So remember what happened with Ninjago when we got the reviews started coming out for Ninjago a week before it came out, saying, "Oh, it's not as good as the others." And we're like, "Oh, you probably don't know what you're talking about. You haven't seen Ninjago the show. It's gonna be fine." And then it ended up being terrible. Imagine reviews like that coming out in 2 days, and you can't see it for another half month. And also spoilers are everywhere. So this movie
It's gonna be a miracle if we don't get spoiled.
But I don't understand, like, there was only the cast people.
No.
This is it.
No. There's
No?
ticket. There's like a movie theater like 30 minutes away from me that has tickets to see it this weekend at 2:00.
But why didn't you get those tickets?
Because I'm gonna watch it with Tyler when he comes down. We're gonna watch.
We have a plan. I'm
But
coming
you
down to hang out with her for 2 days, and we're gonna see the movie on the 8th.
Yes.
And then they do this, and they're ruining the plan.
And they announced it like 5 days ago,
Yeah.
and
But-
just out of nowhere. Like this is.
It
terrible
means
idea.
one of two things. They're either complete idiots who are very unaware of how to properly market their movie in the climate that currently exists about the movie, or they're really freaking confident in the movie and they want to get it out there as soon as possible to let the court of public opinion bolster hype for the movie. One or the two.
Which, the confidence, I understand. I would be confident too. Your first movie, or the movie that is, of course, the precedent for this, was absolutely amazing. The Lego movie is nearly flawless, I would say. And, of course, Batman was really good. Ninjago kind of hit it low. And so now they're like, we're coming back. It's the sequel for this one. It's going to be amazing. We're going to show early releases for this. And the problem is, if what we've seen so far isn't good. So it would be a miracle if this is actually a good movie. That's the problem. The general public's going to see it. They're like, "Oh, it's just like that other Ninjago movie that came out. It's not very good. Don't worry about seeing it." And they're like, ugh.
Essentially,
They need to win.
if it's
Lego needs to
good,
win.
if it is good, this move will magnify its quality, and if it's bad, this move is going to make it worse. It's gonna make it even worse because it's gonna have 2 weeks of opinions just gestating, killing what little hype there was.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you feel? Do you think it's gonna be good, Hale? You obviously don't, but
Well, what we've seen so far, we have pros and cons of the movie. The pros are, a little bit obvious. The animation is absolutely amazing. As ever, the detail is, on point. The glitter's great. Yada yada yada.
The glitter is great.
Talent's great. The glitter's great. I
There's
can't.
glitter in it?
Have you seen any trailers for this movie?
I don't usually see any trailers because, like, I wanted to see Into the Spider-Verse, and then I watched the trailer, and then I was like, I feel like I've just watched the entire movie now, so I just don't watch trailers anymore.
Which
can't
is
do
so
it.
true. The first
Okay,
trailer
fair.
was literally the climax of the movie.
No, the first trailer was a teaser. The second trailer
The
was a
first
climax.
teaser was.
I didn't know that.
But
Listen,
we don't know. We don't know what the movie is about at all. Well, some people do, but I don't know what the message is. We don't know like where it's going with it. All we know is that there is the Apocalypse Brick, and then there's the star system, which is super glittery, musical. It's got
it's got the
teenage
catchy
vampires. It's got the catchy. I'll get to the catchy
By
song.
Delian Francis! I heard that! That's so weird! What?
Oh my God.
Why? Do you
Anyway,
know
back
who
to the
Delian
pros.
Francis
Back
is?
to the pros.
Oh,
Back to
you know
the
what he's
pros. I will get to catchy song. Back to the pros. Voice talent's amazing. Great new voice additions, especially the guy voicing Rex. He's great. Speaking of Rex looks amazing. Oh my gosh, he looks hilarious. That dynamic is probably going to make the movie actually decent.
Isn't he voiced by Chris Pratt though?
He
Yes,
is voiced
that's
by
the
Chris
joke.
Pratt. That's the joke.
Oh, I get
So
it.
it's brilliant. It's so brilliant. I really love that dynamic. He's gonna be so fantastic. I wonder what they're gonna do with him because we thought he might have been a villain, but now I'm like kind of maybe he's not gonna be a villain. Maybe it's gonna be something deeper. The cons.
everything else.
Everything else.
What is
I'll
everything
skip
else? You list it?
to. Well, I mentioned the whole early release thing because that's no
So, like,
bueno.
but
That's
could you
not
just
bueno.
buy those tickets just like a normal person? Could you just
Yes.
go up?
Yes,
If
100%.
you have a theater
was-
that's showing the movie, you can just get it.
Yep.
There
you
was
go.
no like
Nope.
high level barrier no
Nope.
nothing no okay.
General
That's how it
audience
normally
will
is.
see the movie
but
in 2
not this
days.
time.
That
With
is
and
that is
general audience with no filter.
okay.
So, speaking of which, this movie is hinting that they're going to have topics about gender roles. You give a movie with gender roles, which could be controversial to the general public to speak about it first, 2 weeks before anyone else can, that spells disaster. That literally spells it. 100%. So,
It figuratively spells it, but continue.
y'all talked about the two ways that
Yeah,
it could go.
we
There's a
did.
third one based off of like a new article that came out that hinted that the movie will actually focus a little more on Finn than it will the younger sister, who we now know is named
Bianca?
Bianca.
Bianca.
Kind of spoiling the movie now though.
No, well, we know the younger sister. That's
Haley, tell us your amazing theory. Not
The
to
star
put you on
system is the
blast.
sister system. So they're going to the
Yes.
sister. Bianca, right? Bianca.
Yes,
Bianca. Bianca
Haley-
looks an awfully lot like Bionicle. Am I the only one?
You are
that
literally
thinks that-
the only
You're
person.
literally the only
The
person.
only person.
Well, literally, the first thing I saw that I was like, "Oh my gosh!" They totally named her because it kind of
That-
resembles Bionicle.
that is
And
awful.
that's a funny.
That-
She's like this. She's like the
no.
daughter of Lego.
No, this is dumb.
So they named her.
This
The daughter of
the
Lego.
daughter of Lego. Holy crud.
I'm.
Haley,
Oh
why?
my gosh.
I don't know. It's
Haley.
a gender thing. So
Haley.
what if the dad was a huge Bionicle fan? Who's like, I'm
Then
gonna
we'd
name
have
my
seen
son a
Bionicle in the
Bionicle
first
name.
movie, but
He's
we
like, no,
didn't.
not the
We
first
know
one,
he's
the
not
second,
a Bionicle
the
fan.
second child. We're gonna
No,
name after
no,
Bionicle.
there are
And it
no
was a girl,
Bionicle
so they
fans
named her-
in this family. They don't like Bionicle. They're system folk. They're normies. Okay, they don't
heathens.
care about construction. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because whatever. It won't make them any more money, so they're not going to use it. Okay, moving on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to know what didn't make a lot more money? The Ninjago movie.
Yeah, well, at least they got a movie.
Oh,
So it did technically make more money.
we got
Legend Reborn
four.
was in theaters. Some theaters.
We got 4 movies, and one of them was in the top
Straight
10
to DVD.
highest
Who even uses
top
DVDs
10
anymore?
top 10 of the year, highest selling direct movies direct to DVD. Top
Wow.
10.
Wow.
Cast great meme.
What about yours? It flunked in the box office, and it was critically and commercially panned. That's right. At least our movies are
At least
fondly
they had
remembered.
at least 100
commercially
times
frying
better.
pan?
And we had celebrities voicing.
Oh, you had celebrities that
Yeah, Dave Franco.
that replaced fan favorite voice actors from the show.
Like Jillian Michaels? Moving moving on. Gender
Really?
roles. So these are the 3 messages I believe we could hear from this movie for gender roles. Boys and girls are conditioned differently, but they should be the same. It is not right for toys or media to be aimed gender specific. That is 1. 2. Boys and girls are conditioned differently, and they should be. In order to satisfy a boy or girl, they must be separate toys or media that is gender specific, and they shouldn't mix. And then there's 3. Boys and girls are conditioned differently, and here's a demonstration. Good or bad, that's up to the viewer. Those are the 3 that I think that could possibly be used. But I'm not sure which one's the best one.
It is way too late for me to dip into this. My brain is mush at this.
Yeah.
I can see your point, though. I'm glad you're talking, to say the least.
So,
well,
I'm not sure which ones they're gonna do.
There's
Either
no
way, they fail.
There's no way they come
All
out
of
of this
them are
smelling
bad.
like roses. There just
Nope.
isn't.
I mean,
They're
then
coming
on
out
top
of
of
this
it,
like they're coming out of a South American cave, smelling
I
like
know.
guano. Okay, it's not gonna be pretty at the end of the box office
Yeah.
weekend.
so
At least we got the catchy song.
we're getting there. Last, before the catchy song, is the jokes. How many of y'all have watched a full Lego Movie 2 trailer and laughed at everything you saw? Everything. Every single joke they threw at you.
Nobody.
Depends on my state of mind while watching it, to be honest.
Okay, fair.
State of
I
mind.
won't argue there, but was there a cringe?
I've watched a trailer where I laughed at one joke. Does that count?
There you go. Well, one joke is great. I think every
Oh.
single time Emmett has a joke, he lands it. But and
Emmett is consistently funny. I find that I think my main problem in the trailers is that I don't find Lucy funny.
Yes.
I think that's my problem. Because in the prior movie, her thing was like she was the super cool, try hard, epic. Everything she does is awesome, and she's constantly frustrated with Emmett. In this one, she's not as much frustrated as she is just kind of playing the straight man or straight woman against Emmett's antics, and that's such a like boring dynamic. I hope they do something more interesting with it.
Well, if they're going to the girl world, maybe she'll have something to do with it. Because
Maybe.
Maybe
she looks like out of all of them, she's the one that's really changed the most.
I totally misunderstood earlier because I thought you were referencing to like how much you laughed throughout the first Lego movie.
Nah, trailers. She's making a point that the new trailers are cringy AF and unfunny.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first movie is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Every single joke pretty much lands for the first movie. Even jokes that are like in the background land. But in this one, it's like, ow, ooh, ew, wow, you actually did that? Ooh, that's a glittery vampire? What the heck? You know, stuff like that, which isn't funny.
Oh. I honestly, I think I've watched one Lego Movie 2 trailer, and I did everything I could to like sort of forget it. So like,
Nice.
that's like my way of going to like. I don't really like going to movies when I just know everything beforehand. So it's just kind of a weird thing. But I can't
Tyler.
like nothing comes to mind in terms of jokes though.
Yeah.
I would say that like, but I did then again.
The first trailer was good. If that's the trailer that you saw, the second trailer is where it started really showing. So you might have saw.
I think I only watched the very first one.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched a trailer where the Rex guy was in.
Okay, Rex is good. I can tell he's gonna be funny. Like I said, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is nailing it. He looks
Pratt
like
is
the
an
most
amazing actor.
optimistic. So I actually saw a video earlier on Instagram where he's like playing with them, and he has all 4 minifigures that he has. You know, the Rex, the Emmett, Owen, and Star-Lord, and they're all like, you know, talking to each other, and it's absolutely amazing. He's having so much fun. Like this man is just playing with these toys like a 2-year-old. It's amazing.
I feel strongly that it's not wise to judge one's success based on how much money they have or how well known they are. Instead, it's best to judge one's success by how many times they've been represented in minifigure form officially by the company. So if you
I
even
agree.
have
That's
just
very
one,
fair.
and that is a dream of
Yeah,
mine,
there it is.
to at one point have a minifigure either voiced by me or somehow based on me, made by the company. That is my dream. At that point, I know that that's the peak. Life will have been worth it all for that day.
Well, there you go.
Don't let your
Yeah.
dreams be dreams, kids. Fulfill them.
Well, there you go. So jokes. The reason why those jokes probably aren't landing very well. Director Mike Mitchell also directed the movie Trolls from 2016. Everyone see Trolls.
I think X did
So-
Trolls.
Oh, we're doomed.
Have you seen Trolls?
Which, to give it to Trolls had a great message. It was really heartfelt.
Ah!
Look at the chat. Look at the picture chat.
The jokes are yeah, so you know where those jokes are coming from. We know where this movie's going. Just brace yourself, because the girl world's gonna look like Trolls, because there's even a musical scene and everything, so buckle up, it's gonna get colorful.
Oh, wait. Is the music scene gonna get stuck inside my head?
And speaking of catching inside your head, Catchy Song is the bane of my existence.
I have not yet.
Don't.
I know a lot about Dillian Trent.
Don't.
I like the artist. I just don't think that he's a very well fit for Lego in terms of like they're very child friendly.
Yeah, well, Tyler, the creator, did the Grinch song for the new
Yes,
Grinch
and
Oh my
movie.
gosh.
it
Dude,
was bad.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was okay. This
But
one,
I'm curious. I'm gonna be curious about the. You know what? Where is the catchy song? You guys are gonna get a live reaction. I'm gonna.
All right. All right.
gosh.
Let's go.
I
oh
wanna hear-
gosh, no,
There it is,
don't
Dark
play
Takanuva.
it. Oh
How
gosh.
long is
Catchy
it?
song.
How long is it?
You just have to listen to the first 30 seconds, and you pretty much hear the entire song.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna click
probably
on
the
it.
first
It's from
15
Dark
seconds.
Takanuva.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What is this?
Wait, do you remember Everything Is Awesome, right? Do you remember Everything Is Awesome?
I think we've lost X. He's listening to it. All right. We'll hear from X shortly. But they did this thing where they're doing, like a 3 to 5 hour ad of just the catchy
Yes.
song on loop.
Well, it starts off like a regular ad you would see on YouTube, and then all of a sudden it just turns into like a 7-second loop of the song over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for 3 hours. And then at the very end it says, "Congratulations if you made it through," or something like that. "Congratulations, if you make it through, you'll be ready for the Lego Movie 2 coming out February 8th. And I'm like, well, guess what? I'm not ready for this movie.
Yeah, it's like that's. I don't-
Oh man. Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Right?
Come on,
Ah.
guys. This song's gonna get stuck.
You remember-
inside
you remember
This
Everything
song's
Is
gonna
Awesome,
get
right?
stuck
Stop.
inside.
Stop.
This song's gonna get stuck inside your head.
Oh, this is bringing back like Neon Cat PTSD right now.
This
like
song
it's-
is gonna mean, but in the worst of ways.
It's gonna be like this. I was like, oh, this is not that bad, but then it dawns upon me how much this is gonna be. You know, this is gonna come at me like
Yeah.
like something. You know, it's
Here's
not
this-
gonna
Here's
not
the
gonna be pretty.
test. X.
What?
It's stuck in your head.
Yes, it's gonna do that.
Oh,
and
it's gonna do
like-
it, but it didn't.
Did what?
Is it stuck in your head right now?
It is pretty. But I'm trying to wash
I
it
don't-
away. I'm trying to like anti-jinx it right now. I'm concentrating.
Well, look, listen, even if I disagree with, even if I don't like a song, I respect them making a song to try to get it, make it catchy, get it stuck inside your head. So when it came out, I looped it for six times loop, to just see if it would get stuck inside my head at all, and it did not. And so I deem it a failure at its intended purpose, and I walked away.
The worst thing about this song is that this is apparently the new Everything Is Awesome, except
Yes.
Everything Is Awesome, but sucked all of the creativity out of it. Like, Everything Is Awesome was a great song. It had like a double meaning to it, and it was supposed to be a catchy song that will get stuck in everyone's head. That's also like brainwashing
It's
everyone,
stuck in everyone's
brainwashing society. Ha ha ha. Brainwashing society, kind of like some songs that we have that are like, very, I don't know what the word for it is. But,
Mainstream.
well, not mainstream, but also like, saying how great living in the society is, making, everything's great when really it isn't. Songs like that. But, and then there's like, okay, we did that song, so now we need another song for this movie that's catchy and that'll get stuck in everyone's head. And I swear they stopped there and they're like, oh, I have an idea. What if we
do exactly that?
in the song lyrics?
Yes.
Now, maybe the movie will present it differently. I don't think it will. I think it's literally just going to, like, everyone's going to start singing along because it's so catchy. But it literally says the word catchy in the song. It's like, we're gonna play this catchy song because it's catchy, and we're all gonna sing that it's catchy. And it's like, no, stop! Do something more creative. Y'all are better than this.
All their creativity went to the sets. They don't have anything.
Well, alternatively, they're trying to like parody the whole catchy thing like incredibly hard. So they're like trying like
They might be playing that angle.
Meta about it. But I will put the thing about like if it's like comparing it to the Everything Is Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that. Then it feels like as its own thing. I was just like, it's not super terrible. It's not super bad. I feel like it's a song. It could be a lot worse. But when you compare it to Everything Is Awesome, like you said, was a very creative song. It was something that people got stuck in their head, and it was like also it had a lot of meaning to it. This kind of just feels like it's going to depend on the context it's put in.
I
the
completely
movie.
agree.
It really is. But
I
as
feel like
a person, it brings out concerns.
Yeah,
I
feel like it's trying too hard. It's trying too hard to do the job that Everything Is Awesome didn't try very hard to. Like, it was just supposed to be a song that was like, it was saying everything is awesome when you kind of know that everything isn't. But this one is like throwing it at you like with 1,000, pounds of force. This is gonna get stuck in your head if it's the last thing we do, which I mean is probably the point of the song, but they're literally saying it or shouting it. So the context might switch that around, in my opinion, or my opinion about it might be switched around. But
we'll see.
We'll see.
Thank you for your rage, Haley.
Oh,
it was
that
good.
Song better not last.
Thank you for your passion.
In that song, in that movie.
I like
if
that.
it lasts more than 2 minutes, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We will see very quickly, very soon, whether it's good or not. On January 26th, when we read reviews online, we'll know.
Rip Lego, preemptively.
Yes.
This could be very bad for Lego on many different levels. Very bad for Lego. If this movie bombs,
Ninjago is canceled.
You joke.
I do joke.
The LCU killed Bionicle. It could very well kill Ninjago too.
Wait, no, she's right.
It did. She's right.
She's totally right.
I mean, if they lose a lot of money on this movie and they need to find something to like kind of lay off to get that money back, they could probably do a waiver less of Ninjago and get their money back. Ninjago's been around for 10 years. They could just, scoot a little nice ending under there.
They could just rely on the
season
fans.
Season 11's the good last season, and then they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna go look for something new. So,
better yet, who needs marketing and a TV show to sell the sets when they can make maybe a few
sold well, but
maybe make a few solid gold minifigure hoods and give them to fans online and online communities. Maybe they can take pictures of trash cans that look like ninja hoods, and that will double his marketing budget. It's great.
Oh, we know it's gonna end when we see Ninjago stars.
Okay, that's it. We're done.
It's not even gonna get to 10 years and beat Bionicle. It's gonna die. It's gonna die in 9 years, and it's not gonna.
X, I will extend the offer to you if you want to do the extra mock. Then we can do that. If not, we can wait till next time.
Honestly, we've gone way past the point of we just So like we might let's do it. We're gonna do the thing.
Oh, okay.
But I do actually really like. We're gonna do that, like, as in way past, like, I was really, really tired for a very long time. Like, I was like, if we had this done by, like, 2 in the morning, that'd be great, but, like, that's 20 minutes till 3 in the morning, like, 20 more minutes. It's not gonna hurt that bad. But I really do like having Haley here, though. She feels alive, She's got a lot of thoughts that needs to come out, It's been very nice. Yeah, it was really great. I like having you here. It was nice. We're not over though. Like we're
Thank
gonna do
you.
more stuff. But I did enjoy the whole Ninjago thing, but I don't really know what you're talking about most of the time. Though. I will say that.
You'll know in a year when it's canceled.
Oh my god. All right, extra mock. Let's go.
All right. So, extra mock, huh? So, on Flickr, there's this huge thing called NP, which just stands for nice parts usage. So you just kind of spam those 3 letters everywhere when you see that, and just generally in the Lego community. It might not be as obscure as I think it is, but that is the general theme of today, in that there is very good use of parts going on this time around to make something that looks incredibly complicated. So, right now, I want to show you guys a picture of a weapon from this little game called Destiny. And that is this weapon right here called the Sleeper Simulant. And this,
Oh boy.
this thing has a lot of weird and obscure angles. You know, it has a lot of detail. And so when you look at this and you want to make it in Lego form, you just you don't really know where to start. Because right away you know that it's just not something that you're just going to build from things laying around. You're going to have a plan, because there's the very general theme of different angles going on here. So you want to fiddle around with parts, and then you want to like bump an idea into your head. You're just like, oh, that you can use for that, you know? Not, but anyway, this guy on Flickr, he goes as Mac Daddio. Very cool name. I like it. And he has managed to very elegantly, delicately capture the visceral look of the Sleeper Simulant weapon from Destiny in this form right here, with a very clever use of parts, and
Oh.
it looks very clean. It looks very accurate, and it's a very satisfying look. And it's one of those things that you look at that on the first gist of it, you're just kind of like, oh, it's just those parts. You know, it's kind of thing that like, oh, I could have maybe thought of that. Like the biggest thing here isn't the build itself, but more the idea of using the parts within the build, if that makes any sense. And if you can't tell by those by just looking at those, are like stop signs. I think you could say those triangles, like they're used on like the speeder bikes for the Star Wars speeders that you get in the Ewok sets on Ender, and they're usually in brown. Sometimes they're yellow and like stop signs on them, but he's just been using a lot of those, as well as these T-tubes within there. And there's a lot of fakely different angles going on within the weapon itself, which you could imagine judging by the different angles that. And otherwise, you know, you can see that it's it looks immensely complicated, the Sleeper Simulant itself, but he managed to capture the overall look and aesthetic of the weapon, despite those weird angles, very elegantly. And I think that is very impressive. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to feature one of these 2 mocks from this guy around here. So,
All right. I mean, I love it as a Destiny fan. I'm on
Are
board
you-
with this.
are you impressed, Mesa?
I am very impressed.
Very impressed. And I also do like that it's basically in the scale of like a barnacle figure could hold this. You know?
Yeah, it's really nice.
That is insane. I mean, because to my knowledge, everyone here has played Destiny.
Yep.
Than this podcast right here. So
Oh, hey. You're right. That's a first.
yeah, so that's why I thought it was incredibly fitting for all of us to be featuring this here. So that's, you know, that's not too much more to say about it other than that. You know, it's It's just
All
very
right.
well made. I really like the whole railgun look of it, and the scale part, that was kind of a little bit of I guess you could say a teaser to what comes next. Though is that
All
the
right.
next thing I want to feature from him is another incredibly nice use of different parts to create some very peculiar shapes that is very very hard to capture, and
Shoot.
that is within this. He managed to make a hop in
No
basically
way.
bionicle size with the weapon. I
That
just
looks crazy good.
yeah, like the head of the Vex enemies. Like I'm gonna try and post a picture of the hobgoblin here in the chat from Destiny. Those who don't know, but like the Vex are these like cyclop robots, and they have a lot of these very like they have a lot of like weird shapes that are very like I guess you could say like they have like it's sort of like a mouth thing going on. They have like a one big
I
eyebrow.
find
They
that
have
a
like
lot of their armor, it's a juxtaposition between very sleek and smooth and very angular. There is no
yeah
in between. Either it's rounded with a lot of curves or sharp and jutting out, and the two intersect so much. I would imagine it'd be very difficult to make something like that out of Lego to keep a consistent aesthetic, but they pull it off here.
yeah, that was the word I was looking for. There's a lot of angular shapes that are very hard to capture within just normal parts, to capture that overall smooth aesthetic like this makes it so that he had to search for a lot of different parts that fit that exact like the fact that he was just like, oh, like just capturing the color itself, is really hard because we don't really have anything as that color in and of itself within Lego. So the fact that he actually had, um, you know, these different Hero Factory as well as Bionicle parts, that actually fit and made him able to make all these different angles, I think is incredibly great. And as you can see by the creation itself, it's a fully posable uh, figure itself as well. It brings in the whole Lego Destiny fantasy to the eye. I just think it's great. So this guy just has a lot of credit for just being very clever with his use of parts. If you go through Mac Daddio, it's with two D's and a Q and not a C. He has a lot of different creations, a lot of Bonkel creations. You don't really see that a lot in the extra mock, considering that this is a primarily system-based podcast, but like this just was unique enough to fit a lot of different creatures, and he does make a lot of use of system parts as well here. Like I would say this is more of like a combination between using the different parts than anything.
I mean, it
So
makes sense to then be a construction focus
yeah.
because MacDaddio is also known as Makaru, formerly known as Makaru, who was a BZ Power,
Oh.
either was or still is a BZ Power moderator.
Oh, I
So
had no
he's very
idea.
in tune with the Bionicle community.
I've had that guy on Flickr for the longest time. I had no idea he was on anywhere
now you know.
else, to be honest. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
This popped up in my feed today, the Sleeper Simulant. So it's kind of meant to be.
Thank you for sharing that, Eggs. I'm very
Yeah,
happy about those things.
I'm really happy that all of us who thoroughly enjoy Destiny are here to.
Yes, Eldritch thoroughly enjoys it.
He does for the social aspect. I know. He does.
At
It's good.
times.
It's good. Sometimes the good thing about something is what it brings around it. So there's that.
Wise
All right.
words with X.
Wise words.
I swear it's indeed. But yeah, that's gonna be my.
Let's
Just
go ahead. And...
make sure to check out McDaddy-O on Flickr, as well as BZ Power, wherever you might find him. He deserves recognition for his incredibly good use of.
Most definitely agreed.
And remember to put in your viewers set spotlight suggestions, and we will talk about them. I don't know if I remember saying that you need to put those, but I want people put those set suggestions in the comments. I'm tired. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up then. This has been a mega show.
Yes, this is quite a good episode. To get my brief thoughts, yeah, everything looks fantastic.
Everything is awesome.
This song's gonna get stuck inside. This song's gonna get stuck in.
And I'm Haley. Thank you all for joining
Oh,
us
how
today.
dare you! All right,
This box gonna get stuck inside you. This box gonna get stuck inside you.
Did you like these mocks, Haley, or are you just like stuck?
No,
with
they're
it?
really cool. I play Destiny, so I'm like in awe that he's able to achieve that.
Yeah,
It's really
that's
cool.
great. Because I want you to get your thoughts in as well. It's everyone needs to contribute. You know, it's nice for everyone to give a little. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cue the music.
don't tell me what to do. I'm
Please
hosting
cue the
this with
music.
X. Thank you. All right. Thank you all so very much for listening. This has been Brickfeed Podcast 108. If you're in the Patreon chat or the YouTube live chat, I greatly appreciate you being here, as we all do. Make sure to head on over to the TTV message boards, where you can converse and discuss so many different things, and check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/the TTV channel. We'll be back again at a point in the future. I'm LJ.
I'm Messa.
You messed up the thing again, Messa. I'm Extra.
And I'm Haley.
And join us in,
That time.
for those of us still sticking around, interested in Ninjago, stick around for a few minutes. This won't be in the recorded one, but